honestly, that's kind of how I feel about the Democratic Party currently. 90% of them, anyway. There's a couple that's actually still for America. But, not just bashing Democrats. We got a quarter of the party, of the Republican Party, that's called rhinos. That'll be in another series, breaking that down next. But I represent what I think as citizens of the U.S. I'm a citizen. I might not represent what you think, but I'm a citizen. You're probably a citizen if you're following my podcast, because I can't imagine any foreigner wanting to hear me talk. I appreciate you guys, but back to me representing or thinking of Democrats as the head of the snake. It mentions in Genesis. If you have a Bible, please go look it up. If you don't, get one. It's called the Holy Bible, King James or NIV. I'm not real picky. Just not the Quran. I hadn't even read the Quran. I probably should get more educated on it. I just know they hate us, and they're trying to take over our country, and the Democrats are letting them. But it talks about the serpent and how God made it crawl around on its belly. The serpent's punishment to crawl on its belly was a symbol, or was symbolic. It represented a profound shift in its relationship with humanity and the divine order. The act of crawling, often associated with earth and dust, symbolized a more base existence, a confinement to a lower plane. This punishment, it wasn't about the act itself, but the significant change it represented in the serpent's existence and its role in the narrative of creation and sin. The curse was intended to serve as a constant reminder of the consequences of sin and rebellion, highlighting the unique place of the serpent as the one that brought deception into the garden. So yeah, I kind of see the Democrats as liars. They're bringing the enemy in. They open the floodgates, being the border. Millions of undocumented people into a place that we need to protect. They're coming over not to get to know Jesus per se. They're coming over to conquer Christians and Western civilization as we know it. And now we've got all these Muslims trying to take over, and some of them are even in our government, man. So, no, Democrats, as you stand, you are nothing I want to be associated with. And the people that voted to put them in there, what was you thinking, man? What was you thinking? I think a lot of you are just not educated correctly from the news. You're listening to stuff that's lies from CNN, ABC, NBC, and they make up stuff. They make up lies. That's the first thing that has to be done, is the false media has to be broke down. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed.